Hi guys, this is the Middletown campus of Miami University, and this is the very first and a very short video I'm making for the 161 General Physics or Introductory Physics with the Labs courses. So welcome you all. And the purpose of this short video is to introduce you with the Canvas page that you are going to be heavily using during the semester, and also to briefly discuss the syllabus and where the resources that you're going to be needing when you navigate through the semester. So bear with me, let me share my screen. All right, so I hope you can all see the homepage of Physics 161. And you can see these are basically all the modules that you have. Each of these modules has a number assigned to it, and these are not the chapter number. These are loosely based or loosely saying basically the week number, if you think of the total semesters, and each of the months are like 4 weeks. So, roughly speaking, 12 to 16 weeks that you can think of, 14 weeks actually. Anyway, the 14 modules have a series of chapters in the same sequence that you can see the chapters in your textbook contents. So we start with chapter 1 and 2. These are the first 2 chapters we are going to study during the first week. I have already uploaded all the lecture slides, and these are basically lecture slides based on the exact textbook material that you're going to read from your textbook. So this will be very familiar to you when you open the slides. And then I will also have like the introductory lab manuals published to these pages. So for example, the first week of lab is measurement of length. Then the second week has measurement of mass and time, and then some alternative techniques, so on and so forth. Okay, I've already published the first 4. So we are covered for the first month of labs. I already have the rest of the labs developed. I want to see where we are during the 5th week of the classes so that I can schedule a lab which is very much similar to the lecture material we're covering. Okay, so you'll see more of these modules getting populated with the lab materials. Also, you will see a lot more homeworks. I think the homeworks are already there, but not all of them have deadlines or the due dates written on it. I think the first one already has, but I will also update the deadlines for the rest of them as the time comes. You will also see a lot of lecture videos, problem-solving sessions recorded in these modules. They will show up in the same modules wherever they're associated with, whichever contents or whichever materials they're associated with. So it will be easy for you to find. There will be, generally speaking, YouTube videos, clickable embedded videos that Canvas supports, whichever works best and whichever is the best, has the best interface for me to demonstrate how to solve the problem. Sometimes we'll record just a Zoom meeting when I'm teaching you during the live session how to solve a certain problem, and I will discuss how to use the same tactics box and the strategies that are discussed in books. So all in due course. So briefly speaking, this page, if you scroll down all the way to the end, has all the lecture materials, basically the lecture slides, and all the related associated helping materials that you're going to need. You will find all of them here. Then you have a page with the syllabus, and you may already have seen part of it, but this also has very good information and the details regarding how this course is going to be delivered, when are the times we are going to meet during the live sessions through WebEx or Zoom. I think it will be Zoom for now because of the flexibility that we have. But I strongly recommend all of you to be there, attend these meetings, and like take the advantage of the live problem solving sessions and live discussions on the concepts, and ask me questions. If you feel like you want to write down the questions and ask me afterwards through emails, that is fine as well. I'm going to reply to all these emails and answer your questions through that as well. Sometimes I may just answer these questions through the discussion board where everybody can see the question and answer, and all your names will be deleted, so you would not, you will stay like anonymous as when you ask the questions through an email. So, but it will still serve a very good purpose of having a repository of all the questions and the discussions that we may have on a certain assignment, on a problem, on a concept, generally speaking. All right. So moving on, we have course policies, descriptions, and you should take time and read through all these things. There will be like very important information, and some of these information are critical and not really specific to this course, but these are like general policies that are embedded in all the Miami University courses. So I think you should know this when you're taking course, and just to be familiar with stuff. A lot of this material, a lot of this information is probably relevant because if we don't have an in-person class because of the pandemic, but nevertheless, there are laboratory homework and quiz requirements discussed over here, and a very important part of it is basically discussion on the evaluation. Okay, so how your course material is going to be graded, your assignments, your exams, your quizzes, the lab reports that you're going to submit. You will be submitting all of this online through Canvas, and I will be providing you feedback also through Canvas, and you would be able to correct yourself or learn from the mistakes and do really well eventually. I hope you all do very well as the course proceeds. So I also have a brief outline. There are the important dates over here, and I think you should also just take a quick look in case you need to know when the midterm grades are going to be available and stuff like that, when the classes are going to end, and I'm sure you will have questions when you read through it. If you have those questions, if you have any concerns, if you want to discuss something, feel free to email. I could not make it more, like strongly recommend that you should have a communication with me whenever you have a question. I'm always going to welcome your questions, and I'm always open for discussions. Now, here is a course schedule, and this is basically like a rough replica of what you have already seen in the modules. But this also has a good broad overview of in which week we are going to discuss which of the chapters from the textbook. When are the homeworks going to be due, roughly speaking. The due dates will be, of course, updated eventually. And then when tentatively we can think of the exams, there will be like 3 general exams, 1, 2, and 3, and you can see that they have several chapters in each of them. And then you have a comprehensive final exam where you have like everything covered from the course. But we will discuss this, and we may revisit and evaluate the situation as the course goes, and then we will decide, like, if we need to change the syllabus for any of these exams, or that's a discussion that we will have down the line. We will also have, I don't think I have missed anything that I needed to say here. So that's pretty much it. You can email me, of course. You can always contact me, schedule a meeting through WebEx or Zoom, and request any like office hour special slot to discuss like any certain difficulty that you're having with the course, or generally if you want to just talk to me. You're always welcome. And apart from the general course material in the homepage and the syllabus, there will be like discussions posted from time to time in the discussions board. So this is another page which you might find really helpful down the line. And then, of course, the announcement pages. There's only one right now, and I hope you have all read this, but there will be a lot more. Pretty much every week you can expect at least one announcement, maybe more from me, which I like to communicate with you, and I think these as like a general email instead of like, really bombarding your inboxes. I can just put this as an announcement, and I hope you log into the Canvas several times during the day and find out important information from here, and make sure that you're not missing any deadlines, you're not falling behind in a certain reading material. All right, so that's basically it. As always, as I said, you should always email me. You can always ask me any questions that comes to your mind. I'm always open for discussions. And I hope during the first live session next Monday, 17th of August, I will see all of you. Okay, so take care and goodbye until then. Bye.